Hello everyone, my name is Andy and this is a semi-quick video. We'll just call it Deals and Steals. Maybe we can make that a new series that's unrelated to the Boss Board stuff. So on Facebook Marketplace the other day, I think it was the day after Christmas, so the 26th, I had, for the second time, seen an ad that had gotten slashed in price that had pretty much everything you see in front of you here, this whole cluster of stuff. So for $100, I got everything you see here, plus a little bag, like a little zip bag that had a lot of this stuff. So the Fender Pugilist Distortion, kind of cool. It's not two channels, but it's got two voices, excuse me, so tone A and tone B that can be blended or stacked in series one after the other, which is kind of interesting. I do wish it had the ability to just hard switch, so it had two stomp switches there, but anyway, it's pretty cool. Nice little, this is a cool design, nice little spring-loaded magnetic battery spot. Only other thing I wish is that they put the output and input on the top, whatever. When we plug it in, you'll see LEDs on. Obviously this will turn on when the pedal is engaged, but these will light up too, which is actually really cool. Second up here we have the TC Electronic Flashback Mini delay. So there's kind of the normal size, there's a super big one, and this is the mini. What I don't know is what's technically loaded onto it right now. I believe it's an analog delay, and it sounds pretty good. But you can, there's a couple different ways to tone print, I believe is what they call it. A different type of delay with a different minimum and maximum, different style, that kind of stuff. So I imagine it's primarily this is what's going to be changed is the delay as far as your time and then what type of delay you stick in there. But hey, for again like 30-ish bucks, it seems pretty cool. There's another, you got to look up the commercials or you got to look up the videos online, but there's some black magic kind of way to like import a tone into the pedal. I don't know if it's through the guitar or just through the air like Bluetooth or something, but there are other wireless ways to do that, so that's kind of neat. The one thing I didn't know is the picture on the ad looked something kind of like what you see here where it's a pile. So I didn't know that this Morley Wah, which I've never had before but I heard good things, happens to be a bass wah, which is not ideal, but it sounds kind of cool through the guitar. There's this funk thing, so it's either, this is off, so this is not a bypass switch. You push forward and that means it's engaged, which is pretty cool. So it's super convenient because you can let go and it's off. You just got to be kind of careful to hold it down just a smidgen in order to keep it engaged, because anytime you let go it will disengage, it will turn off. So otherwise in and power there, out there. Pretty simple, a little rusty, but again for like 30 bucks, like even if it's a bass wah, it's kind of cool. But the rest of the stuff, box of picks, you know, basically this guy was like, I don't have a bass or a guitar anymore, this is like the last of my stuff. So little tuner, which I'm guessing has its own mic or you can plug it in, not a pedal. Levy strap, which I mean, hey, doesn't hurt. Lesson discs, whatever. A few cables. This one I think I already plugged in and was a little scratchy, so that might not work. This one works fine. 1, 2, 3 patch cables. That doesn't suck, so that's, I don't know if this was any good. Call these 10 a piece and these are maybe 5 a piece originally, so that's pretty cool. Wall wart power supply, and we do have, it looks like 2 different daisy chains as well as a couple different other types of ends for pedals. I'm guessing this is one of those AC reverse current reversing things instead of being center negative. No, AC versus DC, AC DC, whatever. For some older pedals, you have this small input, and then otherwise for pedals like a Vox Wah that I used to have that could only be battery powered, this is a way to use a power supply on it, which is kind of cool. So I mean, hey, that doesn't hurt to have an extra one of those lying around. These little, they're not switch tips for a guitar, I'm not really sure what they are, but these little rubber tip things, I'm not really sure. String winder, nothing crazy. This is a little headphone amp, which, I mean, NuX, I've been told, is a fairly good bang for buck kind of thing. Runs on a couple, I think it's AAAs. So it's kind of neat. Could be cool. I don't know. And then a couple of snark tuners, which, if I remember right, these are like 20 bucks a crack, depending on which one you get. So I do have to replace the batteries in them, but that's pretty sweet. So for $100, I'm kind of going with these are each about 30 bucks. And then, you know, the tuners, the cables, the power supply, the little headphone amp thing for another 10 bucks. That's a steal of a deal for sure. I'm going to plug these suckers in. We'll do just a very brief demo of each and we'll call it good. Okay, so in front of me we've got the first two pedals, the Pugilis Distortion and the Flashback by TC Electronic. As you can, it might be a little hard to tell, but these are lighting up blue, which is kind of cool. So that's what that little, I don't know, you can tell the difference. That little LED switch is. Tried to get these suckers propped up for you a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So let's start with the delay. Super simple. Feedback, how many repeats delay is the time. I don't know why they have that as delay. Then the effect level. So again, I think it's kind of an analog delay, so. Go just a little bit longer. So pretty long, which is kind of nice, but listen. So it's not like a, I don't know if you want to call it a true analog delay. It doesn't go right. So it just will adjust the time. Never said I was a good player. Anyway, so that's what's imprinted into there, but again, there's different ways to imprint something different, which is kind of cool. So there's a lot more depth to the pedal than, there's more than meets the eye like a transformer. And there's no trails. It is true bypass, so it will simply turn off and will not come back when you turn it right back on. But moving on to the distortion, so we've got clean in the bridge of my Les Paul. Close enough. So what we've got, again, is kind of a, it's two voices, but it's not two channels. So you've got tone A, gain A, tone B, gain B. So right now we're slightly blended over into B. So right now, if we leave both of these at noon, we've got tone and gain for the A side right now, which is kind of cool. You can bring that gain pretty far down. Just give it a little kick like that, and it does go pretty rough. But now, if we bring that gain pretty close to the bottom and we blend, it's going to include tone B there, and that's part of the reason it's that much more noisy. But now if we're on B only, and that's all the way up, I guess. It's more the high gain side. The other thing you can do is go series, and now that buzz is going to go down a little bit because this is going to now include, this gets disabled, and this now includes this gain and this gain together. Very subtle bass boost switch as well. But anyway, I don't know, it sounds alright for $30. All the game! But yeah, I believe, though, you know, all pedals go this way in and out, I believe it's A followed by B as far as how these are in series. No way to switch those around. Again, it's either blending the two voices with the blend or disabling the blend and putting them together, one on top of the other. So otherwise, the blend again is a master between the two. Otherwise, tone and gain for A, tone and gain for B, little bass boost switch, and then the overall level. So it sounds all right. I don't hate it. I'm not over the moon about it, but for $30, I think I could put it on a board. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. It's kind of neat. Let's move on to the wah. So continuing on with the wah pedal, it's fine. Nothing crazy. I've never been super into wah stuff, but even though it's a bass wah, I think it sounds fine on the guitar. So again, right now disengaged. We're in the neck pickup right now, and even if I tap the little funk switch, you get nothing out of it, because in order to turn it on, see the engage light or the on light go on over there. So whenever I'm pressing down on it, it goes on. When I let go, it turns off. Pretty simple. And that's with the funk on. I'm not sure what the funkometer or whatever you want to call it does. Oh. At least when it's up, it kind of tames that treble a little bit, I guess. But did you see that? So listen. So that's it turning off and on multiple times. So if you really do like those muted tones, you got to be very careful where you kind of drop it at. So that's on, but just a little further back and we're off. Be able to hear those little breaks in between. But anyway, hey, for $100, that's pretty flipping cool, being able to get a delay pedal, a wah pedal, even if it's not technically for guitar, still sounds pretty good, and a decent distortion pedal. So that's Andy's Deals and Steals from the Facebook Marketplace today. So deals are still out there regardless of the time of year. Obviously, Christmas and some holidays have now passed. We got New Year's to look forward to, so maybe people are looking to just pay off some of those credit card bills. So keep your eyes open, because everything that I've shown on my channel so far has all been, well, quote unquote local. I've had a few things shipped through Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, but nothing on the channel that you've seen other than the board from Boss Board 1. Which is just a whole other thing, has been from anywhere but Craigslist and Facebook. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a fabulous evening. Bye-bye.